Again, everyone, and welcome back to Rugby 18. Now, it's been a little secret, really, that the game modes in Rugby 18 are pretty much right up the alley of what my channel kind of does. The be a pro career sort of thing, and the ability to build a club from nothing up to a superstardom franchise is exactly what this is all about. So it's been no surprise, I guess, to you guys, and it was on my mind right from the start that a career mode is exactly what I wanted to bring to the channel as far as a series goes. So today is episode 1. There won't be a match because this is not just my team. This is our team. And like I like to do with all of my content on this sort of stuff, I like you guys to help me. Because, let's be fair, I am only one mind. You guys are rugby knowledgeable people as well. And with Rugby 18 being predominantly massive amounts of Northern Hemisphere players as opposed to Southern Hemisphere players, your guys' knowledge is a lot better than mine. I won't say probably because it is. I don't have a huge following of Northern Hemisphere rugby, being time zones and the fact I work all day and things like that kind of counts against it. So that's where I'm relying on you guys to help me out. So there's one last thing to do before I do a couple of little tweaks to start the team off. So we're going to start a new career. And we have to welcome to career mode, make up your team, have them climb the ladder to reach the elite division and become the best club in the world. I added that bit in. Keep an eye on your blue shaded things with the 2 lines in the middle, because in case you have too much debt at the end of the season, your career may end prematurely. So we're going to be careful. Our first squad, I think we're going to make small and we're going to make cheap. Now, it's going to be hard to win because as it is, from the early goings of Rugby 18, it's hard to score tries. It's hard to win games. We need a good kicker and we need guys with good stamina. That is first things we need to do. Now, team. Now, I've had a lot of you guys say, go the Saracens, go with Harlequins, go with different teams here and there. But since we have to pick an actual team on the game, I'm not going to go an international team because that's just silly. Because we're going to have all sorts of nationalities playing for our club. So I thought about Aviva Premiership sides, but they're all so structured already. They've all got big key players, big names that they've already got in their team. You know, to have a Bath team without certain players is a bit insulting, really, to the Bath badge. So that got me thinking about who we're going to use. And it left me not with the French League, but in the Pro 14. Now, you may be saying, well, the Pro 14 is just like the Aviva Premiership. Well, you're right. It is for teams like Benetton, Cardiff, not the Cheetahs so much, but they've still got a good core of their players. But the likes of Connacht, the likes of Edinburgh, etc., etc. But the team that has no history, that has pretty much cleaned out their whole club already at the start of the Pro 14 from the end of Super Rugby, there's a hint, is the Southern Kings. Now, Super Rugby finished and pretty much everyone involved in the Super Rugby season left. There was a clean squad. They've picked up some rubbish that they're so far playing with in the Pro 14. Not too offensive. They've picked up some rubbish. Some good players, some rubbish. But they're the closest thing to what an empty slate would be is with the Southern Kings. So we're going to go with the Southern Kings because I think that is a team that represents nothing. It doesn't represent players. You don't think Southern Kings, oh, that's who XX plays for. You don't think that at all. We're going to make you think that by making the Southern Kings an iconic team with iconic players. So this is where you guys come in now. This is where you guys need to fill this team. We do have, well, there's a full team there, plus reserves, and of course we have bench players as well. So we've got a lot of people to fill up. I am going to go about and I'm going to fill up positions where you'd have 3 or 4 of them in a team. I'm going to pick 1 or 2. I'll pick a prop. I'll probably pick a lock for myself, a flanker or back rower. I'll probably pick maybe a centre and a back 3 player as well. Maybe 5, 6 or 8 players of the squad. The rest of it is up to you guys. Now, we need to be clever here, guys. We need to be really, really clever as to what we're going to do because we need to think about the market and the fact that you can see in the top right hand corner, we only have 400,000. Yes, we can overspend that. We can spend millions if we want, but we've got to pay the bill at the end of the season, or we won't have a team at all. The season or career will end prematurely. So think of that before you suggest someone. Comments like Bowden Barrett are going to just be swept to the side. Full international stars are going to be swept to the side. If you want to get ideas of who to sign, you should tune into my videos with every single team and player, their ratings as well, and then you'll know a bit more what to look for. Like I'm saying, you'll want to look for guys on price-wise. We've got to fill at least a 25-man squad, if not 30-man squad. 400,000, you're not going to have much room to play. If we have to overspend a bit, but you want to go really under 100k, really looking these guys here that are around 20 to 30,000. So for those sorts of guys, you're going to be looking for players that are no more than mid-70 rated. I mean, you get Bundy Arki 96k, but that is going to cost us nearly 1/4 of our current money. So we need to look at guys that are a bit cheaper. We can go, oh, I'll push the wrong button. We can go across to here and we can target it by cost. You've got to think about how much they cost and how much we can afford to put away. I don't know how much money are we going to make in a season, so that is why we have to be really, really clever, and really we need to look at these guys under 50k. So go through, have a look at players who are the likes of this sort of thing. 73 rated, 68 rated. I mean, I'm talking the Billy LaRues, like we've seen. They were terribly low rated in the game when we had a look through the teams and players. So that's an idea. Have a look through, see a guy you really like that isn't horrifically highly rated, and we can go from there and we can build our team. Hopefully not spend too much money, and hopefully build a team that can win matches. We're going to have a couple of key guys as well, so keep an eye on who you think should be our key player. But with that in mind, I'm going to go through a couple of guys and add them to the squad, and we'll take things from there. You guys take over after that. Okay, so here it is. This is my squad so far for Rugby 18. You can see there's not a huge amount in there. I've spent a little bit of the money. You can see how much is left there in the top right-hand corner. Keep that in mind when you're looking at players. If you've got the game yourself, which is pretty much coming out as this video will go live, you can have a look through who a good buy would be. You may have a good buy of your own that you've found in your career mode. Give us a hint and give us a tip. Have your say as who you want in the team. But that's it. I'm going to leave this video here. Leave it to you guys and your ideas. See who we come up with for a full squad reveal next episode. And hopefully as well, our first match of our career. It will only be a 3-match season as well. So we'll get through that quickly and move on to bigger and better things. So keep in mind the money. And keep in mind building this team that we can win. Let me know what your thoughts are. Players, things like that. And let's build this Southern Kings Empire for real kings of rugby. Until next time, have your say and take care.